welcome you all on the YouTube channel of Analyst IAS. Our today's topic for focus of the day discussion is the survival of the richest report by Oxfam. This is the India scenario. So we will see why in news, what are the findings of the report, which are gender and social inequality, what are the standoff effect of pandemic on the rich, then what will be the impact of taxing the rich people of India. Then we will see some measures which are suggested by this report. After that we will see what is Oxfam, and then we will come to our prelims practice question and the mains practice question as well. So we'll start with the news that according to the Oxfam's report Survival of the Richest, the India story, the richest 1% in India now own more than 40% of the country's total wealth, while the bottom half of the population together share just 3% of the wealth between 2012 and 2021. Now, what are the findings of the report? So, first is the inequality, which is gender and social both. The report also highlights the impact of gender inequality on earnings. It states that the female workers earned only 63 paisa for every 1 rupee a male worker earned. For the scheduled caste and the rural workers, the difference is even starker. The former earned 55% of what the advantaged social group earned, and the latter, which are the rural workers, earned only half of the urban earnings between 2018 and 19. These data are important, you can note them down as well. So what is the effect of pandemic on the rich people? Since the pandemic began, billionaires in the India have seen their wealth surge by 121% or 3608 crore per day. In real terms, according to the Oxfam, the total number of the billionaires in India increased from 102 in 2020 to 166 in 2022. The combined wealth of India's 100 richest has touched US dollar 660 billion, which is approx 54.12 lakh crore of rupees, an amount that could fund entire union budget for more than 18 months. It is a very big amount. Then we will see what are the impacts of taxing the rich. Taxing India's 10 richest at 5% could raise enough money to bring children back to school, all the children who have lost their schooling due to the pandemic. Then we will see taxing India's billionaires once at 2% on their entire wealth could support the requirement of 40,423 crore for the nutrition of malnourished in the country for the next 3 years. Then a one-time tax of 5% on the 10 richest billionaires in the country is more than 1.5 times the funds estimated by the Health and Family Welfare Ministry and Ministry of Ayush for the year 2022 to 23. What are the suggested measures? So to implement inheritance, property and land taxes as well as net wealth taxes in order to reduce inequality and generate revenue for social programs, to enhance the budgetary allocation of health sector to 2.5% of GDP by 2025, and envisage in the national health policy to enhance the budgetary allocation for education to the global benchmark of 6% of the GDP. Oxfam International has called for food companies that are making large profits as inflation has surged to face windfall taxes. I hope you all know windfall taxes. These are just extra taxes with the industrialist earn due to random changes like war and something like that. So then there are measures like citing a national wide survey by Fight Inequality Alliance India in 2021. Oxfam said it found that more than 80% of the people in India support tax on the rich and corporation who earned record profits during the COVID-19 pandemic, and more than 90% participants demanded budget measures to combat inequalities such as universal social security, right to health and expansion of budget to prevent gender-based violence. What is Oxfam? So Oxfam is a confederation of 21 independent charitable organizations who are working together with partners and local communities in more than 90 countries. Its mission is to end the injustices that cause the poverty. Oxfam works to find practical, innovative ways for people to lift themselves out of the poverty and thrive. They save lives and help rebuild livelihoods when crisis strikes. They campaign so that the voices of the poor influence the local and global decisions that affect them. Now we will come to our today's prelims practice question, that which of the following will be the implications of drastic fall in the oil prices in world market over Indian economy? First, surplus in capital amount. Second, deficient in current account. Third, deflation. You can select the correct option and write the code in the comment section given below. There we will let you know if it's correct or not. Now we have our mains practice question, that critically analyze various forms of inequalities rising in India and also provide mitigating measures. You can write about different kinds of inequalities like gender, social, economic, and whatever you like. So this was all about the today's topic. Stay tuned for the next video. Have a great day.